Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. How is everyone doing today? And I hope your all runs for Dokkan Special Day went well, so you were able to get your 21 tickets for the LR Possessed Gohan and Goten Yellow Coin LR banner that's coming soon. These will be very helpful. They have regular rates. It's going to be the same amount of features. It's just going to be 7-unit multis. They're not going to be guaranteed SSRs, but these are a huge free-to-play boon for everyone. And even if you're not lucky this time, there will be a time where you will be lucky. So with that, let's get into the video. We have all the breakdowns here to do for 8 characters. The only one I'm going to be doing a side-by-side comparison is Majin Vegeta, as you were already seeing. So up on the screen we have currently the EZA for LR Majin Vegeta before. Now let's compare side-by-side the previous stats of the passive. Now remember, Super EZA's only ever changed the passive, no transformations, no transformation conditions, no active skills, no leader skills, and no super attacks are changed. It's just the passive that's changed, and usually it is huge. Okay? Now, what you see on the screen is not even all of it, not even close to all of it. So, passive skill for the dearly beloved. So, it used to be 150%, now it's 6 key, permanent, and 250% attack and defense. Then a chance of performing a critical hit and damage reduction rate of 30%. And then randomly changes key spheres of a certain type, AGL excluded, to AGL key spheres. Okay, this is going to be huge for World Tournament. So if you want to put him on your World Tournament team now, it will work pretty much all the time because he is going to be creating AGL key spheres now. When, they changed the way the passive works entirely, because you have, when there is an ally, his name includes Bulma on the team, and then when there's an ally, his name includes Trunks Kid on the team. Just skip that, because now it's 3 or more superclass allies on the team. All allies get 3 key and 80% defense. Okay? That is quite big. And then when 3 or more extreme class allies are on the team, 150% attack when attacking. Okay? Straight up. There's that. Now, I know we lost 2 key there, and whatever, another 2 key and 20% attack and defense. That was pretty much, put into here, and I'm more than happy with the way this looks. More than happy with the way this looks, because this 80% defense and then it's another 150% attack, it's way higher. It's way higher at this point. Okay, when he is 12 or more, used to be 180% attack. Now it's 200% attack and 20% crit chance when attacking. Now, when there is additionally 150% defense and damage reduction rate of 20% when receiving an attack. So 50% damage reduction straight off the bat as soon as he's getting hit. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And then when key is 18 or more, 250% additional attack and 20% chance, an additional 20% chance of critting. So now he's sitting at 70% chance to crit when he's attacking, and then another 150% defense and another 20% damage reduction when receiving an attack. That's 70% damage reduction as well. I was going to say 80% for a second there. I don't know what was getting into me, but yeah, 70% damage reduction straight off bat. as soon as he's getting an attack. Now, I don't know if this activates after receiving the attack, so the first one does not apply this 40% or 20%, depending on how much ki you have. I don't know. Have to figure that out at some point. Okay. Then this particular part of the passive here, where it used to be when the name of an ally who's attacking the same turn or an enemy includes Goku, Ginyu Jr., etc., GT excluded, 2 ki and another 20% chance of performing a crit. Yeah, let's just throw that out of the window. And then also when HP is 30% or less, one time only, ki 12 and performs a crit, let's throw that out of the window as well. And now it's 200% attack, guaranteed crit, permanent, when HP is 60% or less. And then once only, ki 12, 600% attack when there is another Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking in the same turn, or a Majin Buu Saga category enemy, or when there is an enemy of an ally whose name includes Bulma, Trunks, Kid, or Goku, Captain Ginyu Jr., etc. excluded. That is insane damage. Absolutely insane damage. So 250 plus 150 plus 200% plus 250. So now I'm sitting at, what is it? 500 there. No, more than 500. It's 400 plus 450. So 850 already. Plus 200, so 1,050% attack. This is all multiplying into each other. So different parts of the passive that's activating. Then an additional 600% attack on top of that. This guy is an offensive monster ready to happen. Now, I've already put out my ESPR video before the Super EZA. He did okay. It went well, but this would make him an absolute monster. No joke. You could run double leads on this guy. In fact, I would say you could probably do what I did on one of my upcoming videos on the channel, where I soloed it with just one unit, a ESPR, one of the first 10 stages. So that is the Super EZA of LR Majin Vegeta. He is an insane monster. Of course, you need to have a Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking the same turn. It's not going to be that difficult. So there's that. But enough about that. Let's get on with the other breakdowns here, or this video will take an entire day. So we have Omen of Destruction, Super Saiyan Gohan possessed GT, and Super Saiyan Goten possessed GT. The leader's skill is Corroded Body and Mind or Join Forces. 200% attack and defense. Okay, we'll see how well that mitigates the team or enables the team. We'll see from soon. So the 12 ki raises attack and defense by 30% for 3 turns and lowers attack, which is 20% lowered. Then the Ultra Super attack greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns, which is 50%, and then greatly lowers attack, which is 30%. Okay, activates the entrance animation when there is another Corroded Body and Mind category ally on the team upon the character's entry. 10% chance to evade the enemy's attack for 1 turn, and 10% chance to evade the enemy's attack for 3 turns. So turn 1, already 20%. Basic effects, ki plus 3, 250% attack, and a 50% chance of evading enemy's attack. High chance is 50% chance. Okay, pretty good. So turn 1, 70% chance to dodge. When there is another Corroded Body and Mind category ally attacking in the same turn, 3 ki and an additional 20% chance to evade. So that's 90%. Okay. And then before attacking, another 10% chance to evade. Does it actually give you 100% chance to evade on right away, or is it like 99.99% chance that you still can get hit? I don't know. I saw on Twitter somebody was posting something about that, and then he cuts right before the hit, so you can't see if he actually dodged. Lovely. After evading an attack, launches an additional super attack, so a guaranteed additional. I don't know. You know, this is worded very, very broadly kind of thing. Like, this could be, like, if he dodges 5 attacks, he launches a guaranteed 5 additional super attacks. I don't know. I honestly don't know. This is kind of... Okay, probably once. Probably just once. For every attack evaded, 1 key, and 30% attack up to 150%, and 50% defense up to 250%. The key is up to 5. Then when attacking with 18 or more key, launches a guaranteed additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack. And then when attacking with 24 key, an additional 100% attack, and then supports corroded body and mind allies for 20% defense. I'm on the fence about this guy because he's good. He's good. This unit is good, not he, but there's 2 of them. Well, I say he because I'm wrong. There's 2 of them, but it is technically Baby controlling them. So yeah, there's that. The kid is good. Okay, the kid is good. He's gonna be sitting at practically so here. At 70% chance to dodge if there is a corroded body and mind category ally attacking the same turn. And then 80% chance straight off the rift before attacking on any given turn in the fight. And if it's a really hard fight that you're going to be finishing in 3 turns anyway, that 100% chance to dodge and then that 90% chance to dodge will be huge. Absolutely huge. And there's for sure going to be missions involving corroded body and mind coming up. Okay, on to the active skill. 5 key and 30% attack. Permanent, it seems. Attacks effective against all types and evades enemies' attack, including super attack, for 1 turn. So this second part of the passive here is going to be just for 1 turn, but this seems to be permanent. Okay. Activation conditions can be activated starting from the next turn after the character evades an enemy attack, including super attack, once only. So this can happen on turn 3. Okay. Kind of big. So the links are Thirst for Conquest, GT, Hatred of Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Okay, Fierce Battle is good. Kamehameha is okay. You know, not many corroded body and minds on the Kamehameha that are good, I should say. Super Saiyan is okay. Hatred of Saiyans, not really. GT, okay. Thirst for Conquest, not really, but okay. And then the categories: Corroded Body and Mind, Young Forces, Hybrid Saiyans, Super Saiyans, Earthbred Fighters, Terrifying Conquerors, Mission Execution, and Kamehameha. All in all, a solid yellow coin LR, and I will be most excited if I pull STR LRTN or physical PyCon, LR PyCon. I will be also excited if I pull this unit on my free tickets. I do not intend to go further than that. On to World's Best Wedding Chi-Chi. Sorry, I was going to say something else, but World's Best Wedding Chi-Chi, and that is a absolutely cute picture. A very, very cute picture. I like that picture. I do. Okay, so she is... Okay, so we have a Goku's Family category, Ki +4 and HP attack and evens plus 130%. I would have loved for this to be a Goku's Family / Pepe Gal's lead. it's a high time they added a double lead, especially if the stats are still so low. I really wish they would have done that. Just, it's not, you're not running this as a Goku's family lead anyway. Just let's be honest, you're really not, unless you gotta bring free-to-play units. You're really not using this guy as a lead. This Chi-Chi as a lead. Sorry, you're really not using this Chi-Chi as a lead, if that's the case. So, unless that's the case, I should say. Raises attack and greatly raises defense for 1 turn on the 12 key, which is 30% attack and 50% defense. Then the Bancho fan greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy, which is 50% attack and defense. And then we have the passive skill. Activates the entrance animation when there's an ally whose name includes Goku, Captain Ginyu Jr., etc. excluded on the team upon the character's entry. Now that I think about it, this might not mean GT is excluded. I don't know. So we have permanently, once only, 6 key and 159% attack and defense. So that's different from the Majin Vegeta one, which will probably be something that activates every turn. Just for that turn. So, yeah, and once only, Goku's family category allies 3 key and 70% attack for 2 turns. Okay, pretty good, actually. Basic effect is 100% attack and defense, 50% chance of launching an additional super attack, and 50% chance of performing a crit. And when there is another Goku's family category ally attacking the same turn, a 3 key, 100% attack and defense, 70% chance of launching an additional super attack, and 20% defense for all allies. This is very well rounded so far. I mean, of course, it relies on a Goku's family category ally, and yeah, if you're bringing in Goku's family units, if we're going up against, say, a Prime Battle event or a free-to-play EZA, and you need to bring in a set of units. A set of units. Come on. A specific set of units, and you can make a Goku's family category ally team, then I recommend this wholeheartedly, especially with the free-to-play Prime Battle, LR, Super EZA, Super Saiyan Goku. Yes. When there is an ally whose name includes Goku, Captain Ginyu Jr., etc., excluded again, attacking in the same turn. So not just Goku's family category, but also Goku. So two different parts of the passive. So an additional 3 key and 159% attack and defense, and launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Okay, so let's look back here a second. So high chance of launching an additional super attack. So if the first part activates, it's a guaranteed super attack. If the second part activates, not just that part of the passive, but the chance, it'll be a additional super attack. And if you get the proc for performing a critical hit, great. That'll work for all subsequent attacks as well. Then, at least I think it will affect all subsequent attacks, because like it's gonna be, once it hits, it seems like it's doing that. So then we have all allies gain an additional 30% defense. So this is now 50% defense if you've got a Goku that fulfills this condition. When attacking, 150% attack and defense, and for every attack performed, chance of evading enemies' attack 20% within the turn. So if you can proc all of this in the passive plus max additional, you can do 4 attacks in a turn easily, right? No, 5. You can do 5 attacks in a turn. because you have this 50% chance of an additional super attack, 70% chance of an additional super attack, a guaranteed additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, truth be told, you're bringing in the trio here, the free-to-play trio, or the free-to-play Goku and Chi-Chi, or the free-to-play Yamcha and Puar for this banner unit brand fan if you manage to pull her. Oh wow, just wow. Wow. Okay, on to the EZA of Growth in Body and Mind Goku. So he's becoming a 100% lead, right? Hold on. Okay, it goes from 90% to 100%. I guess that's the Dragon Ball Saga banner leader skill for you. A 30% attack and defense for 1 turn, and a 30% chance to stun, and a 20% attack lower. 259% attack and defense, 2 additional attacks, each of which is a high chance of becoming a super attack, 50% chance of performing a critical hit for every attack performed, 40% attack and defense permanently up to 200%, and a 10% damage reduction rate up to 50%. That is really cool to see. And then when there is another World Tournament category ally on the team, 3 key, another 159% attack and defense, and a 30% chance to crit. That goes up to 80% chance to crit. And there is another World Tournament category ally attacking in the same turn, 100% attack and defense, and a guaranteed additional super attack, and all allies get an additional 20% attack and defense for 2 turns once they're attacking or he's attacking. I have no clue. I'm actually going really quick here because this video is taking kind of long, so here we go. Koi's Declaration of War, Hellfighter 17. Again, leader skill is 100% for the EZA. Okay, now 50% attack and defense for 1 turn, and a 30% lowering of attack. So that is a permanent debuff. Okay, that could be useful, actually. That could be useful. Now we have 250% attack and defense, 50% chance of evading enemy's attack, which is really good. 35% attack and defense and 1 key for all androids category allies, and then for all artificial life forms category allies, 1 key and 35% attack and defense. So all androids should be on artificial life forms anyhow. So that's 2 key and 70% attack and defense support. Insane, absolutely insane. 12 or more key when attacking with 12 or more key, 200% attack and defense, and 17% chance to evade the enemy's attack. And there's another androids or artificial life forms category ally on the team, which I assume you're going to want to do that because, yeah, he supports that. 170% attack and defense, and a guaranteed additional super attack. And then when there is another androids or artificial life forms category ally attacking the same turn, 170% attack and defense, and 17% chance of evading enemy's attack. Okay. I mean, it's 34% chance to evade. Okay. That's 84% chance to evade. That is insane. Lots of attack and defense as well. 200 plus 250 plus 170 plus another 170. Yeah, this guy is really, really good. I mean, of course, the stats are a little bit low, but it's actually not that bad. And they link very well with the STR 17s that transform into Super 17. Okay. Now we have Inching Towards Evil Super Saiyan Trunks Possessed GT. Okay, so in-type key plus 3, 50%, tech-type enemies attack and defense minus 30%, interesting. And then the super attack greatly raises defense, which is 50%, causes supreme damage to the enemy, raises allies attack by 18% for 3 turns, self-excluded by 18%, so let's see if he's got additionals built into his passive or not. So we have Corroded Body and Mind category or in-type allies key 3 and 30% defense, and then attack plus 30% for all allies. His name includes baby or possessed. Per Corroded Body and Mind category ally on the team, 50% attack and defense. When there's an ally whose name includes baby attacking in the same turn, changes key series into SDR and 100% attack and defense, and a 20% chance to evade and 20% damage reduction. Plus, he also guards. So I guess this guy's meant to be run with the new STR Immature Baby. When attacking with 12 or more key, 200% attack and defense. And as the third attack on a turn, or for one turn from the character's entry turn, has a guaranteed additional super attack, 50% chance of evasion, and a 20% attack for all Corroded Body and Mind category allies, 30% attack, and a 10% chance to perform your crit for allies whose name includes baby or possessed. Interesting. This is a free-to-play awakening, by the way. This is from the event. Let's see if it shows here the event that it comes from. Doesn't, but yeah, it's one of the GT events for the Baby Saga. So now we have a despicable move, Super Saiyan Goten Possessed GT. So leader skill 50%, in-type enemies attack minus 30%. You're probably not running the lead. It might be interesting to find out what it does, but probably not running that. So 30% attack and defense for one turn, and raises allies attack by 18% for 3 turns, self-excluded again, 18%. I assume this is going to be very similar. So Corroded Body and Mind category or physical type allies, key plus 3, key plus 1, and 20% attack and defense for allies whose name includes baby or possessed. For Corroded Body and Mind category ally on the team, 50% attack and defense. Interesting. So that could be 300% or 350%. Wow. Okay. When there is an ally whose name includes baby attacking in the same turn, changes Keisha's physical to SDR. Attack and defense of 100%. 20% chance to evade and damage reduction, and guard. Okay. When attacking with 12 or more key, 200% attack and defense, and as the third attack on a turn, or for one turn from the character's entry turn, launches an additional super attack. Okay. High chance of evading enemy's attack, 10% attack and defense for Corroded Body and Mind, and 20% chance... Sorry, 20% attack and defense and chance of evading enemy's attack. 5% allies whose name includes baby or possessed. Okay, that is very, very cool. So, okay, that is actually very cool. Because you can end up with 105% chance to evade on the new LR Goten and Gohan Possessed. Okay, final stage of ambition, Super Saiyan Gohan Possessed. Okay, Tech and AGL, yep, that's what it's doing. 50% attack raise, and an 80% allies attack raise self-excluded, okay. Corroded Body and Mind, or Tech-type allies, key 3 and 30% defense, 30% attack for allies whose name includes baby or possessed. Per Corroded Body and Mind category on the team, 50% attack and defense, so it's basically the Tech counterpart to Goten. When there's an ally's name includes baby attacking the same turn, Tech to STR, 100% attack and defense, 50% chance, no, 20% chance to evade damage reduction of 20%. Guards all attacks, 200% attack and defense when attacking with 12 or more keys. The third attack in a turn, a guaranteed additional 50% chance to evade. Corroded Body and Mind category allies defense 10%, 20% defense, and damage reduction rate of 5% for allies whose name includes baby or possessed. That is a very, very interesting. All in all, a solid group of Awakenings, solid, very solid EZA'S for the World Tournament, and a really solid LR for the World Tournament local bracket, a new one. Then we have also the Super EZA of Majin Vegeta, and the new Yellow Coin LR, Goten, and Gohan Possessed. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for coming to watch the video. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope this wasn't too late for all of you, because this was out like 17 hours ago already. And I hope you all were able to do your Dokkan Special Day missions. Again, yep. And that is going to be it. This video has gone on long enough. I have to go now and edit this. So, if you are new here, if you haven't already done so, please do consider subscribing. Hope you all enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, what are your thoughts on these units? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Is LR Majin Vegeta good enough or not? And I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Peace.